Hi my dear students, welcome back to the course Engineering Mechanics. Today we need to solve some problems on free body diagrams. Hope you people are little expert in drawing free body diagrams. You need to use that expertise to solve some problems in GIT. Just have a look on the question number 1. Here this is a gripper, ठीक है ना? So F equals to input force, the line of action of the input force is XX, the line of action of gripping force is YY, okay now. So by using these grippers, these two are grippers, you are trying to hold the object, okay now, you are trying to hold the object like this. In this case, they are asking you to determine the magnitude of amount of force is required to hold the object of weight W equals to 2000 Newton. Okay, 2000 Newton. Okay, to hold this particular weight, amount of force we need to apply at the line of action XX. We need to determine here. For that, we need to draw free body diagram for the gripper. Okay, see which gripper you will take. I am interested to draw free body diagram for this. Okay, so you can draw free body diagram for this, or that is up to you. Now, see here. Free body diagram for the gripper. Okay. Okay, just to draw this figure. It is pin, and here this particular thing is weight. First, draw free body diagram for gripper tongue. Take it. So, take this particular gripper, draw this figure. Okay. So, we are having 5 statements to draw free body diagram. Okay, so weight, take weight, W equals to 2000 Newton. Okay, so what is our statement? Weight always act vertically downward direction. Here, weight of the object is the acting vertically downward direction. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting both are equal in magnitude and unlike in nature. This is contact surface 1. Here, normal reaction N1 is acting on the block. Another normal reaction acting on the gripper. Okay. One more contact surface is this. Okay. So here N2 is acting on the weight and N2 is acting on the another gripper. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting both are equal in magnitude and unlike in nature. Here we are having two contact surfaces, two normal reactions you are getting. Okay, coefficient of friction at these two contact surfaces given as mu and mu. In this case, static friction exists. The block this block is not in motion, but static friction exists. Here we need to follow limiting friction. Limiting friction. The block tries to move downward direction. You are keeping the block, you are holding the block like this. Block tries to move downward direction. It is not moving. Okay, so here static friction exists. Block tries to move downward direction due to gravity. That means frictional resistance acting opposite to the direction of movement of the weight. Okay, this particular block. Frictional resistance acting at the contact surface equals to mu n1, coefficient of friction at contact surface, into normal reaction at that particular contact surface. Here also same thing na. Here this particular thing, F R2 equal to mu into N2, both are having same coefficient of friction. Okay, so this is all about free body diagram for the block. Here we need to incorporate relative friction. Fr1 equal to mu into N1, relative friction. One more relative friction will come here. Fr2 equal to mu into N2. Weight of the gripper tongue is not given. Okay? And input force, this is the input force, F is given. The line of action of the input force. They give the dimensions also. From here to here, it is 300 mm. Okay, so from here to here it is 150 mm. Okay, so we are having 5 statements. First statement is weight of the block always act vertically downward direction. Next, tension always pull the body, no string, no tension. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Both are perpendicular to the surface and both are equal in magnitude. Two contact surfaces, two normal reactions. We incorporated these two. After that, whether the block is in motion or not, we checked it. The block is not in motion. You tightly holding the object by using two grippers. Okay? So block is not in motion. That is why inertia force equals to 0. But block tries to move downward direction. That is why frictional resistance always act opposite to the direction of that movement. Okay? So Fr1 equal to mu into N1, Fr2 equal to mu into N2. This is completely, the block is at a static state, even though you will get static frictional force. Here we need to take limiting friction value. Okay na? So this is all about free body diagram for the block, and free body diagram for the gripper tongue. Okay? So first focus on free body diagram for the block. Right? From FBD for the block. FBD for the block of weight. Okay? So here sigma h equals to 0. You have drawn free body diagram. Happily apply equilibrium equations. Here N1 equals to N2, N1 equals to N2, and sigma V equals to 0. That means Fr1, sum of the upward force equal to sum of the downward forces. Fr1 plus Fr2 equals to weight of the block. Fr1 plus Fr2 equals to weight. Here mu N1 plus mu N2 equals to weight. We need to replace N2 with N1. Here mu N1 equal to weight. 2 times of mu N1 equal to weight. What is mu? What is mu here? 2 into 0.1 is given equals to 2000 and 1 equals to 10,000. You will get it. Correct now? 10,000. That is the Newton. N1 is equal to 10,000 Newton. Okay. Mu equals to 0.1. Correct now? So mu equal to 0.1 is given. Now free body diagram for the, take it, FBD for the gripper tongue. Okay, so we need to apply equilibrium equations. Apply moment about the pin. Apply moment about pin. So moment of F about point O, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Of course it is anti-clockwise. Moment of N1 about point O, it is acting clockwise. Sum of the clockwise couples equal to sum of the anti-clockwise couples. That means F into here, apply moment about pin P. Moment about P equals to 0. F into 0.3 equals to N1 into 0.15. Finally, you are getting F equals to N1 by 2, 5000 Newton. So, input force, the amount of input force required to hold the object or block of weight 2000 Newton in this particular case is 5000 Newton we need to apply here, so that we can happily hold 2000 Newton. Okay? So this is the question given in GATE 2004. GATE 2004. Again, right up to here. One more question here as there are so many forces you neglected here. Weight of the gripper is acting at this point actually. Weight of the gripper is acting, you neglected it. Okay. Moment of FR1 about point P also neglected because this distance is neglected. That distance is not given in the question. That means moment of FR1 about point P is neglected. There are a lot of frictional resistances acting at this point. All frictional resistances acting at the pin neglected. Okay? So that means that is why if you apply sigma h equal to 0, okay na? So N1 is not equal to F1. Okay, why? Because there are so many forces acting at point P. That is why better to apply moment about point P. Some lot of forces acting at point P, you neglected it. So moment of all neglected forces about point P equal to 0. Even you consider all the forces, even though the moment equation will give correct results. Okay na? For example, if you apply sigma h equal to 0 for the free body diagram gripper tongue, you will get F equal to minus N1. That is not correct. Okay? Why? Because you neglected some forces. That is why the sigma h equal to 0 is not giving correct results. Okay? Better to apply moment about point P so that all neglected forces, even you consider it, moment of all the forces about point P equals to 0, then moment of F about this point is anti-clockwise, moment of N1 about this point clockwise, then you will get F into 0.3 equals to N1 into 0.5. People will get a doubt. Why you people are not applying sigma h equal to 0 in this free body diagram? Answer here is sigma h equal to 0 and sigma v equal to 0. You should not take it because you are neglecting some forces. If you apply sigma v equal to 0, fr1 equal to 0, it is not correct na. That is why apply moment about point P equals to 0. Understood? This is all about one of the good question which is given in GATE 2004. Next, read up. Question number 2. Here, question number 2. This question given in GATE 2007. First, draw the figure. Here, this particular thing is at point P. Okay, PQ equals to S. What is given? A block of mass M. A block of mass M is released from the point P on rough inclined plane with inclination theta as shown in the figure. Coefficient of friction mu. It is a rough inclined plane. Then the coefficient of friction is mu if mu less than tan theta. Mu less than tan theta also given in the question. And then time taken by the block to reach another point Q on the inclined plane. Time taken by the block to reach point Q is dash. They gave A, B, C. We need to derive an expression for time taken by the block P to reach point Q. What is the distance traveled by the block? Is nothing but S. We need to calculate time expression. What is the expression for time? For that, we need to draw free body diagram for the block. Okay, it is released from the rest. Initially, the block is released with a velocity of 0. Okay, so now, just draw free body diagram for the block. What is our statement? What is our statement? Weight always act. Weight of the block always act vertically downward direction. Next, tension always pull the body. No string, no tension. Third statement. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. Okay? So, it is a rough inclined plane. It is making an angle theta with the horizontal. Okay? Normal reaction always act perpendicular to the surface. Okay? You release it from the rest. Okay? So, what is the movement of the block? Block is moving in downward direction. After time t seconds, the block reaches the point Q. In that case, acceleration of the block is this. Here it is a rough inclined plane. That means frictional resistance always act opposite to the direction of motion. Frictional resistance equals to mu into N. Okay, it always act opposite to the direction of motion of the block. Inertia force. This is inertia force equals to mass into acceleration. Now we need to resolve the components. Here it is what? It is theta, W cos theta, W sin theta. Okay, relative friction acting here. Not required, but it is the procedure to draw free body diagram. This is free body diagram for the block. FBD for the block. Now, from free body diagram for the block. So, we happily drawn free body diagram for the block. Now, apply equilibrium equations. One is what? Sigma V equals to 0. That is why N equals to W cos theta. Now, sigma H equals to 0. In that case, sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. That means inertia force plus frictional resistance equals to W sin theta. Inertia force in the sense mass into acceleration, mu into N, W sin theta. W by G into acceleration. Mu n is nothing but W cos theta equal to W sin theta. W cancelled out. A equals to sin theta minus mu into cos theta into G. You will get it. This is G, acceleration of the block. Acceleration of the block. You can modify it. G. Take cos theta common. Cos theta common. You will get tan theta minus mu. This is the expression for acceleration of the block. Now we need to determine time taken by the block to reach a point Q. Okay, na? Time taken by the block after traveling a distance of S. Okay, na? So that is acceleration, comma, time and distance. What is the kinematic equation? It will come, everything will come. Okay, acceleration, time and S. That is S equals to ut plus of at square. Time taken by the block to travel a distance of S. That is the thing. Here initially it is 0, initial velocity, it is released from rest. Now 2s by a square root of is nothing but time. Here square root of 2s by g cos theta tan theta minus mu. You got an expression for time taken by the block to travel a distance of S. That is 2s by, here it is 2s by g cos theta tan theta minus mu. Here mu must be less than tan theta. Here tan theta must be greater than mu. Okay? So otherwise you will get negative term. Okay? So option square root of 2s by g cos theta into tan theta minus mu. Option A is correct. It came in GATE 2007. Option A. Okay? Answer is A. Okay? Understood now? First we need to draw free body diagram for the block, apply equilibrium equations, then get expression for acceleration of the block, then apply kinematic equations to express T in terms of S and acceleration. Next, question number 3. Question number 3. See, question number 3, write down. A block is sliding downwards. See here, question number 3. A block is on rough inclined plane moving downward direction. Here, mass of the block is m. The coefficient of friction at contact surface is nothing but 0.5. They are asking the distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of 20 meter per second. They are asking distance. Okay, now distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of 20 meter per second. Nothing great here. Just draw free body diagram for the block. You will get everything. Okay? So here it is. Block. What is the first statement? Weight always act vertically downward direction. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Two normal reactions will be acting, both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. Okay, it is coming down. Acceleration of the block is coming in downward direction. This is acceleration of the block. At contact surface, it is rough inclined surface. That means frictional resistance always act opposite to the direction of motion, mu into n. Inertia force always act opposite to the direction of motion. Of course, it is theta, then it will be theta, w cos theta and w sin theta. This is free body diagram for the block. Now, from free body diagram for the block, of course, this is relative friction, Fr equal to mu into n. Now, here sigma V equals to n equal to w cos theta. Sigma h equals to, here sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. That means sum of the right force equal to sum of the left forces. F inertia plus frictional resistance equal to w sin theta. Inertia force is nothing but ma plus mu into n, w sin theta, then w by g into acceleration, w cos theta equals to w sin theta. Now, w cancelled out, finally a equals to g into sin theta minus mu into cos theta. This is acceleration. Take acceleration of the block. Now, they are asking distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of v. Acceleration, velocity and distance. What is the kinematic equation? Combination of acceleration, velocity and distance. V square minus u square equals to 2as. Initially, the block is released from rest. That means v square equal to 2as. Distance traveled they are asking now. V square by 2a equals to s. V square by 2 into g sin theta minus mu into cos theta equals to yes. So we need to calculate s. Just substitute v equals to 20 meter per second whole square by 2 into 9.81 meter per second square sin 45 1 by root 2 minus 0.5 1 by root 2. Finally, we'll get distance traveled. What is the S equals to dash meter? Tell me, what is the answer? How much you are getting? It's a matter of drawing free body diagram, applying equilibrium equations, finally using kinematic equations to determine distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of v. They give velocity v equal to 20 meter per second and g 9.81, then 45 is given. That means finally we'll get a value for distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of s. How much is this? Check it out. How much you are getting? What? Yeah, exactly. 57.66 meter. So what is the answer? 57.66 meter. This is distance traveled by the block to attain a velocity of 20 meter per second. Next, question number 4. Right down up to here. This is very simple problem. So question number 2 and question number 3 exactly similar. Okay? That is just expression. We need to build the expression for time. Here it is a numerical type problem. question number 4. It is given in GATE 2016. Okay. A block of mass m rests on inclined plane is attached by the string to the wall as shown in figure. The coefficient of static friction between the plane and block is 0.25. The string can withstand a maximum force of 20 Newton, the maximum value of the mass m for which the string will not break and block will be in static equilibrium. Just to draw the figure. A block is on rough inclined plane. The block of mass m. It is tied to the, like this. It is a string actually, inextensible string. What is angle? Sin theta equal to 0.6. Theta. Yes, sin theta equal to 0.6, cos theta equal to 0.8 is given, and coefficient of friction mu equals to 0.25. Tension in the string will be 20 Newton. Okay, it can withstand up to 20 Newton. Accordingly, we need to calculate the amount of mass we need to keep, maximum amount of mass we need to keep, so that the string will not break. Okay, so it can withstand up to 20 Newton. We need to take tension in the string as 20 Newton. Now we need to draw free body diagram for the block mass. Okay, so here it is. Simple only, same procedure we need to follow. What is the first statement? Weight always act vertically downward direction. Weight always act vertically downward direction. Next, normal reaction. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Done. Both are equal in magnitude. Unlike in nature, tension always pull the block. This tension pulling the wall. Okay, so tension always pull the block. So the block tries to move in this particular direction. There is no acceleration, but during static position, block is trying to move downward direction, but it is tied to the wall by using string. It can't move actually. Acceleration equal to 0, but static friction present here. That means it tries to move in this direction, means here frictional resistance will be acting opposite to the direction of movement in the block in the static equilibrium condition. Now Fr equal to mu n. Of course it is theta. Then here it is theta, W cos theta, W sin theta. So just so all the statements are over. First statement, second and fifth statement. Okay, second statement is this. Third and fifth statement, fourth statement. Okay, inertia force equal to 0. Now, from FBD for the block, here sigma V equals to 0. That means N equals to W cos theta. Sigma H equals to 0. Here, sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. That means here T plus whatever the thing it is, W sin theta equals to T plus mu into N. Take it, sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. W sin theta equals to T plus mu into W cos theta. Here you will get W taken here, sin theta minus mu into cos theta. Correct now? It is T. W equals to T by sine theta minus mu into cos theta. Here W equals to T by sine theta minus mu into cos theta. We can write it as mg T by sine theta minus mu into cos theta. So mass of the block you can keep without any failure of the string. Okay? So here sine theta minus mu into cos theta. Just substitute the given values. What is given? Tension in the string. It can withstand 20 Newton. What is G given? G given na? Oh yeah, 10 is given. So you need to keep 10. Keep it in mind. Meter per second square. Sin theta equals to 0.6 minus mu equals to 0.25. So cos theta equal to 0.8. You will get, I think 5 kg is the correct answer. You will get in terms of kg. Calculate and tell me the answer. So you got an expression for mass here. So this is the beauty of drawing free body diagram and applying equilibrium equations.
5?
Yeah, exactly 5. 5 kg. What is the answer? Mass equals to 5 kg. You can keep a maximum amount of mass here is 5 kg. If you keep more than this, a string will break. Okay? It can withstand only 20 Newton in this particular case. At theta, yes, at this particular theta and roughness. Okay, the maximum capacity of withstanding capacity of the string is 20 Newton only. That is tension in the string. So drawn free body diagram and then applied equilibrium equations. Finally, you got an expression for mass. Substituted the given values. Finally, you got mass equal to 5 kg. Next, question number 5. Yeah. Question number 5. Rada? It given in GATE 2009. Okay, it's a very simple problem. A block weighing 981 Newton is resting on horizontal surface. The coefficient of friction between the block and horizontal surface is given as 0.2. A vertical cable attached to the block provides partial support as shown in the figure. A man can pull horizontally with a force 100 Newton. What will be the tension in the string T in Newton in the cable if the man is just able to move the block to right? Okay, so see the figure. It is rough horizontal floor. Okay, so rough horizontal surface. A man can pull with 100 Newton. Okay, so tension is given. Tension T is given. Here it is W. Okay, a man is just able to move the block. Okay, now just the block is not in motion. Okay, so here just able to move the block to the right. In this case, acceleration 0. inertia force equal to 0. ठीक है, just able to move the block. The block is not in motion. Now he is asking to determine what they are asking. Tension in the cable. T. They are asking tension in the cable. It is very simple problem. Draw free body diagram for the block. Weight of the block always act vertically downward direction. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. Done. Tension in the cable is acting like this. This particular thing will be 100 Newton. So it just able to move the block. It is what? Acceleration equal to 0. Frictional resistance will be acting opposite to the direction. Mu into N. Then relative friction, Fr is equal to mu into N. Done. All the forces. Okay na? So tension came, weight came, and frictional resistance, normal reaction. That's it. Now, from free body diagram for the block, from FBD for the block, what is given? Weight of the block equals to 981 Newton. Then tell me, here sigma h equals to 0, Fr equals to 100 Newton, mu into N equal to 100 Newton. Mu is nothing but, what is mu? Mu equals to 0.2 is given. So 0.2 N equals to 1000 Newton. 100 Newton. Okay. N equals to, this is how much? 500 Newton. Okay. Finally, sigma V equals to 0. Then sum of the upward force equal to sum of the downward forces. T plus N equals to W. T plus 500 equals to 981 Newton. T equals to 481 Newton. This is the tension in the string. Okay. So T equals to, finally, tension in the string. T equals to 481 Newton. Clear? Next, question number 6. It's a very simple problem. Write down up to here. Question number 6. GATE 2014. Okay. Now, write down. A block R of mass 100 kg is placed on a block S. Okay. So, of mass 150 kg as shown in figure. Block R is tied to the wall by a massless and inextensible string PQ. The coefficient of static friction for all contact surfaces is 0.4. The minimum force F needed to move the block S is, just to draw this figure. It is one block. So another block is here. Another block, it is tied to the wall. So here R is this. It is S, PQ. Okay. So they are given mass of the block R, M R equal to 100 kg. 100 kg. M S is equal to 150 kg. coefficient of friction mu equals to 0.4 at all contact surfaces. Now we need to draw free body diagram for the block R and S. Just draw, it is R, here it is S. Okay, it is R, yes. What is our statement? Weight always act vertically downward direction. Here it is WR is acting vertically downward direction. WS also acting vertically downward direction. Tension always pull the block. This particular thing is tension T, and this tension T pulling the wall. Take it, gone. Now at every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Here F is given. Okay, so two normal reactions here. See this, NR is acting on this. This is NR. NS acting on this wall, a block, and one more NS acting on the floor. At every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Here force applied is F. Yeah, F means minimum amount of force required to move the block. That means F, you need to calculate minimum amount of force required to move the block. That means the block is not in motion. Here static frictional force coming to picture. That is here we need to take limiting friction. Okay, so this block is moving in this direction, means this block will move like this. Okay, correct now? So static friction, it just able to move, that's it. Okay now, there is a slip between the two blocks. This is called slip. Okay, so here draw frictional resistance here. Can I rub this? It is minimum amount of force required to move the block. Frictional resistance F R S. Okay, so it is mu N S. This is relative friction. F R S equal to mu N S. Clear? Here, this block, this is the slip now. Block R is try to move in this direction. Then frictional resistance of block R equal to mu into N R. Mu into N R. Relative friction will be acting here. F R R equals to mu into N R. Okay. Free body diagram for the block R. See here. FBD. F R R equal to mu into N R. From free body diagram for the block R. Okay, so just to focus on the block R. So check it once whether you incorporated all the forces or not. First statement, weight always at vertical downward direction, tension always pull the body, two contact surface, two normal reactions. Okay, so F is nothing but minimum amount of force required to move the block. In that case, block S and R both are not in motion. Inertia force is 0, and there is a slip between the two blocks. That is the minimum amount of force required to move the block, means there is a slip between the two blocks. This is the slip. A block S try to move in forward direction. This block try to move in backward direction. Okay, so this is the direction of movement of the block S. What is the coefficient of friction at contact surface? Always act opposite to the direction of motion of the block S. That is mu into Ns. Take relative friction. Now focus on block R. This block try to move in this direction. Frictional resistance mu Nr. We already discussed this thing in the last class. Okay, so relative friction will come here. We incorporated all the forces in these two free body diagrams. Now, just apply equilibrium equations. Sigma V equals to 0. N R equal to WR. Then sigma H equals to T equals to mu into NR, mu into WR. Now, from FBD for the block S. FBD for the block S. In this case, what we will get it? Sigma V equals to 0. That means sum of the downward force equal to sum of the upward forces. That means here Ns equals to Ws plus Nr. Here Ws plus Wr, you will get it. This is Ns. Okay. Sigma H equals to 0. Then what you will get it? F equals to F frictional resistance at this contact surface plus, okay, both frictional resistances we need to take mu Ns plus mu Nr. Ns is nothing but mu into Ws plus Wr plus mu Nr nothing but Wr. It is F. Finally, minimum amount of force required is nothing but here mu Ws plus 2 mu Wr. Finally, mu into Ws plus 2 Wr. This is the minimum amount of force required to move the block. Here it is what? Minimum amount of force required to move the block. Yes, sir. Okay, so what is the expression? Tell me. F equals to mu into Ws plus 2 Wr. Correct na? So what is given? Here take, you can write in terms of mass. Mu ms plus 2 mr into g. Mu is nothing but 0.4 ms. 150 kg plus 2 into 100 kg, 9.81 meter per second square equals to dash Newton. Tell me, Ek, what is the answer? How much you are getting? I think 1.37 kilonewton. Option D, 1.37 kilonewton. Option D will get it. Pakka? Yeah. Next, question number 7. Question number 7. GATE 2014. What is given? A block weighing 200 Newton is in contact with the level plane whose coefficient of static and kinetic friction are given 0.4 and 0.2 respectively. The block is acted upon by horizontal force P equal to 10t, where t denotes the time in seconds. The velocity in meter per second of the block attained after 10 seconds. It is very simple. It is the block. Figure is not given. Just draw the figure. Here, the load is varying with respect to time. It is not a steady load. Okay, here application of the load is varying with respect to time. And here, kinetic friction equivalent to 0.2. What they are asking? Velocity of the block attained after 10 seconds. Velocity of the block attained after 10 seconds. V equals to dash meter per second. They are asking velocity of the block attained after 10 seconds. Okay, so simple. Just draw free body diagram for the block. Weight always at vertically downward direction. Normal reaction always perpendicular to the surface. Okay, at every contact surface, two normal reactions will be acting. Both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. P equals to 10t. Okay, so the block will move in this particular direction with the acceleration A. So the block is moving in this particular case. Why? Because they ask to determine velocity of the block after 10 seconds. Okay. So what is the coefficient of friction? You need to take kinetic coefficient of friction. Why? Because block is in motion. Okay. Frictional resistance always at opposite to the direction of motion. Kinetic friction into normal reaction. Relative friction equal to mu k into n. Inertia force will come here. Inertia force equal to mass into acceleration. Weight of the block is given as 200 Newton. Weight of the block is given as 200 Newton. I think we represented all the forces which are acting on the body. This is free body diagram for the block. For the block. Okay. From FBD for the block, sigma V equals to 0. In this case, N equal to W, of course. Sigma H equals to 0. Here, inertia force plus frictional resistance equal to P. Now, mass into acceleration plus mu into N equals to 10t. This kinetic coefficient of friction. Here, this is W by G into acceleration plus mu K. N is nothing but W equals to 10t. Then, here what you will get it, tell me. W by G into acceleration equal to 10t minus mu K into W. Yeah, acceleration. What is the acceleration here? 10t minus mu K W into G by W are getting. Okay? Now, acceleration A equal to 10t minus mu K in the sense 0.2, 200 Newton. So, G value is given or not? G value is not given. That means 9.81 by 200 we need to take. Okay, so here how much you are getting? So you can keep G by W separately. So here G by W taken separately. 10t minus how much is that? 40 will get it. Just keep it separate. Now, acceleration equal to this. Now, we need to play the game. F r is equal to mu k into n. You need to play the game here. Just write acceleration in terms of velocity. dv by dt, rate of change in velocity is nothing but acceleration. 10t minus 40. Here dv equals to g by w. 10t minus 40 into dt. Integration on both sides. Apply integration on both sides. At time t equal to 0, what is the velocity? U equal to 0. Initially, velocity of the block is 0. After time t seconds, velocity is v. Okay? So, we need to calculate what is the velocity of the block after attaining. What is the thing? Velocity of the block attained after 10 seconds. Here we need to take 10 seconds. T equal to 10 seconds. Just apply g by w. Here 10t square by 2 minus 40t. Here 0t equal to 10 seconds you need to apply. Here what you will get it finally velocity v. 9.81 by 200. 5 into 10 square minus 40 into 10. Finally how much you will get it? It is 500. 100 you will get it. 100 in the sense 981. Finally 4.91 meter per second. This is the velocity. Correct na? Ek. Check it once. 100 na 981 by 200. No need to calculate. 981 by 200. So 9.81 by 2. 4.9 exactly. 4.9 meter per second. You will get it. Question number 7. So just draw free body diagram, then you will get everything. Okay? So draw free body diagram, apply equilibrium equations. Here only thing here is write down acceleration equal to dv by dt. Then apply integration. Finally we will get velocity equal to 4.9 meter per second. Here application of the load. This is applied load is varying with respect to time. It is not a steady load. Okay? Write down question number 8. A equals to acceleration equal to minus 0.1 v. Here initial velocity equals to 40 meter per second. Okay na? So here they are asking final velocity equal to dash meter per second after time t equal to 3 seconds. Okay? So it is very simple. Acceleration equal to minus 0.1 v. You can write dv by dt equals to minus 0.1 v. Just take v here. Minus 0.1 into dt. So integration on both sides. Okay. So just apply the limits. At t equal to 0. V initial equal to 40 meter per second. At time t equal to 3 seconds, velocity final equal to v. So it is what? Just apply integration. You will get ln v. V initial equal to 40 meter per second. V final equal to v. It is nothing but minus 0.1 t, t equal to 0 seconds, t equal to 3 seconds. How much you are getting, tell me? ln v by 40 equivalents to minus 0.1 into 3. So v by 40 equivalents to e power minus 0.3. Then what is the final velocity? What is the final velocity? V equivalents to, tell me, 40 into e power minus 0.3. It is final velocity. It is what? Velocity of the block after 3 seconds. Velocity of the block after 3 seconds. So how much is this? 29.63. Correct. Meter per second. Just apply the limits. Here it is what? Finally, what is the answer? Final velocity is nothing but 29.6327 meter per second. Initially you took this particular expression. So what is the velocity after 3 seconds? Tell me. 29.6327 meter per second. Initially write acceleration in terms of velocity. Rate of change in velocity is nothing but acceleration. Just apply the time limits. Then initial velocity is given as 40 meter per second. Just take limits. This is the finite integration. Okay. So finally you got final velocity. Okay. So you can take it as a final velocity. Final velocity. Final velocity. That's it. Okay. Are you getting now? Here v equal to v final. Both are fine. That is your understanding actually. Okay. So velocity final. That's it. Now this is given in GATE 2015. So GATE 2015 paper set by IIT Kanpur. Okay. Next question number 9. Some ladder problems you can solve. Question number 9. It is the ladder. Read the question carefully. A ladder AB of length 5 meter, weight W 600 Newton is resting against a wall. Assuming frictionless contact at the floor B, okay, and wall A. Frictionless contact at the floor and wall. And next, the magnitude of force P required to maintain the equilibrium of the ladder. Okay? Just draw the figure. It is a ladder. Okay? AB. It is AB. So it is frictionless contact. Frictionless contact. It is also frictionless contact. There is no friction. So there is no friction. To make the system in equilibrium position, they are applying some force P here. Some force P here. So exactly center weight is acting. Weight of the ladder is acting vertically downward direction. Then what they are asking? What are they asking? AB of length 5 meter. It is 2.5 meter. It is also 2.5 meter. Total is 4 meter. It is 2 meter. 2 meter. It is 2 meter. 1.5 meter. Clear? Total 3 meters. It is theta. It is also theta. It is also 1.5 meter. Total is 3 meter. Now, magnitude of force P required. That is asking the question. Now, just to draw free body diagram for the ladder. It is a ladder. Okay. So, you applied a force P here. You applied a force P here. Weight always act vertically downward direction. Weight always act vertically downward direction. At every contact surface, it is A, it will be B. Two normal reactions will be acting. Both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. It is Na. It is also Na. Okay, so frictionless contact, there is no frictional resistance here, and there is no inertia of the ladder. That is why there is no inertia forces. This is free body diagram for the ladder. For the ladder. Okay, so from FBD for the ladder, sigma h equals to 0. Sigma h equals to 0 in the sense Na equal to P. Sigma V equals to 0 means NB equal to W. Apply moment about A. Apply moment about A equal to 0. Then moment of W about this point clockwise. Moment of P about that point clockwise. Moment of NB about point A anti-clockwise. Moment of W about this point clockwise. W into 2 meter plus P into 3 meter. NB into 4 meter. Okay na? So what is W? What is W here? How much is given? W is nothing but 600 Newton. Here W equal to 600 Newton is given. Okay na? So NB equal to W. W into 2 meters. 3P equal to 4W. 3P equal to 2W. P equal to 2W by 3. 2 into 600 by 3. 400 Newton. Okay. This much amount of force we need to apply to make the system is in static equilibrium. Okay. So this is the way to draw free body diagram for the ladder. Okay. So here they gave wall and horizontal floor. Both are frictionless. That is why don't take frictional resistance at this particular contact surface. Normal reaction will come at these two contact points. Both are equal in magnitude, unlike in nature. Weight always act vertically downward direction. Ladder is in static position. Inertia forces won't come. Okay, so we are having 3 equilibrium equations. You can happily solve the problem. Okay, what is the answer? 400. Correct. Next. Yeah, question number 10. Right? Complete na? Question number 10, GATE 2016. First, draw the figure. Okay, both are equal in length. So length L, it is also length L. They gave this particular thing as 45 degrees. Load acting on this member is P. Load acting on this member is P. It is 45 degrees. Clear? So here A, B, C. A, B, C. Okay? So what are they asking? Tell me. So everything is given. They are asking the stress in the link AB. Stress in the link AB dash megapascal. Now draw free body diagram at the joint B. Free body diagram for the joint B. It's very simple. It is joint B. Okay, now this will be T, BA. Axial load acting on the member BA, and this particular thing will be T, BC. Is P actually, P. It is B, 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Any other force is acting at this particular joint B. One is TBA will come, TBC will come, and P is acting. Okay, only 3 forces. Now resolve the forces. P cos 45, P sin 45. Next, TBC cos 45, TBC sin 45. Okay, so from free body diagram for the joint B, just apply equilibrium equations. Okay, now you have drawn free body diagram and resolve the components. Now sigma H equals to 0. Here what you will get it? P cos 45 equals to TBC cos 45. P equals to TBC, TBC equals to P. Okay, now sigma V equals to 0, sum of the upward force equal to sum of the downward forces. TBC sin 45 equals to TBA plus P sin 45. Okay, TBC equal to P na. P sin 45 equal to TBA plus P sin 45. Finally, you will get TBA equal to 0 Newton. So, there is no axial load transmitting through the member BA. That is why, what is the stress induced in the member BA equal to 0 megapascal. Okay? Just draw free body diagram at the joint B. Then resolve the forces. Apply equilibrium equations. Then you will get force in the member AB equals to 0. Then the magnitude of axial stress in the member AB equal to 0 megapascal. Question number 10, it is given in GATE 2016. This is all about some of the previous year GATE questions on free body diagram for the system of blocks. The only thing here is remember the table and draw free body diagram in a proper way, then apply equilibrium equations, then you will get the unknown. Okay, so this is very simple actually. So try to follow the table while drawing free body diagram for system of blocks, rulers and pulleys, and finally free body diagram for spring mass damper system. Okay, so thank you. We can meet in the next class. Thank you.